Hey guys, it's Meme and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here. Welcome to the Tuesday at 2 live show. We are so glad you guys are here to hang out today. Got a cool show, got some new things to show you a little bit later on. Gonna be a good day. I want to remind you, if you are new here, we're Meme Made It. Everything you see on the show can be purchased in our online craft store at www.mememadeit.com. Our link queen, Tamitha, is in with us today. She'll be posting all the links to the products. So if you see something you just can't live without, just click that button and it'll take you right to the website where you can purchase as long as your little heart desires. Also, we would appreciate a thumbs up. We call that Vinnying the video. That means a lot to us. So please do that for us. Give us a thumbs up. If you hadn't done it also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and become a part of our community here at Meme Made It. And we'd love to have you join us. Any other big announcements we need to make? We need to talk about Craft-A-CROPolis or any of that kind of stuff?
Let's talk about memeevents.com.
All right, do that.
Put them all in one spot.
I like it.
In case you don't know, we have another website. It's called memeevents.com, where you can see everything we have going on. In-person events, online events, everything that's coming up is right over there, including the information about the Made It Society. There's nothing new from last month yet. You'll see that coming really soon. I'm finishing up or finalizing those little things. But if you want to see anything we got going on and how you can be a part of it, be sure to check out memeevents.com. Let that be your second source. Head to mememadeit.com and then memeevents.com. Today, I have some new product to show you. We're going to show you some new product in a few minutes. Some really cool re-ups. And I guess this is new product too. I should say that. These are all new products too. I have these guys. Look. That's satisfying. That did really well. Thank you. That was really cool. I love that. Okay, so
they just all slid out
they
like
did.
They were supposed to. Like you planned it. It's
it
almost
looks
like
it
it was scripted.
It's almost like it was scripted, but it wasn't. These are the I think these are the newest releases from Tim, I think. I don't know. I should really research that and see. But these just came into us. We were just able to get them. These are from Sizzix and Tim Holtz. They are thinlit dies, and they are alphabet dies. These mean, I don't know. We found them, fell in love with them, and brought them in. Then, when I got them this morning and I was going through them, as Amber was showing me, I was like, oh, wait a minute. These can be confusing. So you know how I did the 49er Market albums, which I still have some sitting back here, where I tried to take the craziness out so you can understand the 49er Market stuff. I'm kind of going to do that with these because these are incredible. You may not want every single one of these. I mean, you might, but there's probably going to be something in here that speaks to your crafty heart in some way. But I think I need to explain them to you. So that's why I said, let me spell this one out for you. Get it? All the alphabet fonts. There's something for everybody here. There's something for scrapbookers. There's something for people that make bulletin boards even. Like there's big enough ones for that. There's something for card makers. There's something for everybody. So I want to go through and kind of explain them to you, okay? The first thing I want to tell you is, and I didn't bring one in here, so I'm just going to have to tell you about it. When you get your die set, it comes in a plastic little, what are they called? Self-sealing envelope
like
situation. No, it comes in like a self-sealing envelope. You know what I'm saying when I say that? Not self-sealing. They kind of have that little strip at the top.
Like a Ziploc.
Like a Ziploc, but not. It comes in one of those. And inside of it, you'll find this. Okay. Several of them have a little bag holding all the dies inside too. I've already taken them out and put them inside here. And what I want to show you that works really well, this is the packaging that comes inside that little bag as well. This envelope comes with his product. That's one thing I love about these products. I don't have to buy these. I don't have to make sure I'm keeping them in my stash. He has them for me. And here's what you do, or what I did. I took out my packaging, which on the inside shows me how to use them with a sandwich. I don't really need that because I'm using something else. And then I slid this in so I could remember which dies these are. And what I did was I slid this down like this. Okay, and I move my dies to the front and push this in. Another way to do it is don't take your dies out of their plastic bag yet. Just go ahead and put this guy in and then pour them in. I like them behind. They don't have to be. And probably at some point in time, they're going to work their way around. This little guy seals in the back with this little band piece right here where you can lock it in. And look how nice. And all of these come like this. I did not use my own storage envelopes. They all came in a storage envelope, which I think is amazing. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Now, let's talk about what these are real quick, because some of y'all are going to want to go shopping. I already know. So let me give you a heads up first, and then you can make your decisions after that. Okay. Let me do this. I'm going to try to get them where you can see a little bit at least. There are
zoomed
6.
out all you can?
I don't know. We'll see in a second. Let me get them laid up here. I really just want to play with them. I like playing with them. It's fun. I can zoom a tiny bit. There we go. Okay. So each one of these is a little different. The first thing I think is important is size. So let's talk about the sizing. Okay. These are 1 inch tall. Another thing I love about this product is, do you see how it has that little 1 inch mark for you there? So you can see that. I love that. So these are 1 inch. These are 1.5. These are 5/8. These are 1 1/4. These are 2.5. And these are, they don't have their measure on there. That made me a little sad. Let me see where it says, because I'm sure it does. It's probably on the back, which I cut away. Because this one is the only one that came in a cardboard package, and I cut the piece off and put it inside. I'll measure these when we get to them. Well, I better measure them now, because I just said if y'all want to go shopping, let me measure. Because I don't want y'all to not know. I want to say Amber told me they're 2 inches. Yeah, these are about 2 1/8. Okay. So there's the difference in size. So if you're a card maker, consider 5/8, consider 1 inch. Okay. If you're a scrapbooker, you definitely want the 2 inch and the 2.5 inch and the 1.5 inch. Those are going to be really good for scrapbooking. The 1 1/4 will work in both places. If you are a tag maker, a journaler, if you do albums of any kind, mini albums, all of these are going to work. Okay. You're going to have lots of different places you can use them. But for card makers, and I know we struggle sometimes finding letters that are going to fit, these are going to be great. Now, there's a couple of more things that I think are really cool about them that I'm going to point out as well. Okay. These here, there are 73 dies in here. Oops, I meant to show you this too. This also has a second size. So you get the 1 inch in here and the 7/8. So can you see? Now they're not the same fonts. Okay. But so you've got 1 inch, 7/8, and 5/8. Okay. So you can collect them like that if you wanted to. You get 2 sets in here. You get alphabets and numbers in 2 sizes. See those inside there? Okay. Let me go to the next one. This one is 1 1/4 inch, like we talked about. But what I think is cool about these, let's use this color today because it's pretty. That's too much. What's cool about these is these have a built-in highlight. You see that little line right there? You cut these one time, and then they have a highlight with whatever is behind whatever you're making. And if you were in our Dress My Craft class where we did a bunch of little die cuts, you know, if you cut this twice and you save that little strip, you can inlay it and make the cutest little like second color. And we'll look at that in a few minutes, because we are going to cut, because I have my favorite. This is my new little best friend. I love this little thing so much. We're going to cut too. Okay. These are stunning. If I'm buying one today, if I'm buying 1 die cuts today, it's these. Look how beautiful and thin and tall and unusual. And they're 2.5 inches. These are amazing. And they cut this nice thin letter. We're going to cut them. Don't worry. Then this one, okay, this one cuts that white piece that you see and also that black edge or whatever color you cut it. Okay. Shannon wanted to play with those. As soon as I opened up, she said, "Ooh, to the die cut machine." She took these out of my hand and ran in here by herself and started playing. And she made this. And I think this is super cute. So this is her son's name. And you can see it cuts the blue and that little stripe. You do have to cut twice, because you cut once in the blue and once in the black. But check this out. You end up getting 2 letters that way. Then you have a black letter with a blue line and vice versa. Okay. So pretty cool how that, and look how big that is. Let me put a ruler on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ruler on it. You know, he's not paying attention to me, but Shannon giggled. It was cute. Look how big those are. Isn't this great for a scrapbook? So good for scrapbook titles. Really, really good. And I'm going to tell you something. Every time I show die sets, this is what I get. I'll just do that with my Cricut machine. Good on you. That's what you can do. Not everybody has a Cricut machine. Not everybody loves software. Not everybody loves computers and things like that. So I know whenever you're watching these, you're like, why would you buy that if you have a Cricut machine? Well, I'm going to tell you why I do. Because I don't always love turning on a machine. Sometimes, and Shannon will tell you this, I think everybody that works around us with the Cricut will say, some days I just want to come in and do it analog. Some days I just want to sit down and create without having to build or design or anything. And then sometimes I'm in the mood to design. It just depends. So you can think of that how you would like to. So we'll cut these in a minute. Let me see what I want to cut first. I really want to show y'all these because I'm in love with them. So let's cut it. Now I will tell you, on the back of your packaging, Amber was reading. I don't remember which one she was reading, but there was like some best practices on the backs of the package. And one of them mentioned using wax paper in your die as you cut. That's something that's been around a long, long time. People have done that for a really long time. I don't do that. I mean, I might if I ever have a die that doesn't want to release, but I typically just cut them as they are. But if you struggle getting your dies to release, that's something people have done. Just lay a layer of wax paper and cut through on these guys. Just, I guess it kind of lubes them up or something. I don't know what it does, but I don't really use that. So let me show you. Okay. I agree with Gma Karen. You can never have too many Sizzix alphabet dies. If you are a creator, you can constantly use these and you just never know. Never know. All right, let me get these out and show you what all's in here. Y'all probably don't care to see everything in here. So maybe just here, I'll do it because I'm in love with these. Look at that eye. I just love these. These are so cool. Look at this font. That's a W. And
those are the biggest ones, right?
These are the 2.5 inch. And I think they're so neat. I can just see using these for anything. Just every word, everything. Let's do Vince. How about that? So you can see. Or maybe I should not do such, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was trying to think of like a word that would give me a lot of different. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Do that one. All right, let's find a V. It'll show up. There's a Y. I'm looking for the little points of it. There's an X. Y'all are probably staring at it, and I'm like, where's my V? Did I drop it underneath it? I'll leave it in the pack. Oh, there it is. Look, see where y'all staring at it? Oh, no, it was off camera. Good, so I don't feel so dumb. Okay, so there's a V. There's an I. Here's an N. Here's a C. And now you're probably staring at the E. Where's the E? There's an F. I saw the E a second ago. I could have swore I did. Oh, I'm touching it. E. Okay. I'm going to put all these guys over here for a minute. And now we're going to cut and see how this looks. I think this will be cool. All right. I'm going to be using the scalp today because I love it. And let me find some paper. Let me find something to cut on. What'd you say? Oh, you had some pieces?
Some of these fit in there perfectly.
Oh, good. Let's do it in green. And let's do V, I. Look how close we can get these. Getting them close sometimes is not good for cutting. Sometimes they need some space. But if you do it right, you can get two projects out of one. Okay, so let's run this through. By the way, you guys, it's Shannon's birthday. She's standing here with me. Don't go anywhere.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday.
We're going to eat some ice cream like it's your birthday. I didn't get ice cream today. I got a carrot cake truffle.
Was it good?
I haven't had it yet. I decided to save it. I got to go to Heaton and I got good food because it was Shannon's birthday. And we celebrated Jasmine's birthday, which was Sunday. All right, let's see what we did. Let's see what we accomplished. Now, I love this. There's always holes to poke these guys out, and these are going to need it because they are thin. I have a Tim Holtz. Oh, it's over there. You know, the die release tool. I probably don't need it right now. Look how cool those letters are. I love these little thin letters. I think they're so neat. I think for scrapbooking, this would look really cool. This would really elevate the page. This kind of modern font. Love it. There's our C.
Thank you, everybody.
C. And then the N. Look at all them happy birthdays. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
She's 29 years old.
Yeah.
Hey, people would believe it. They
Plus
saw you.
tax.
Plus tax.
Yeah. Don't forget that one.
I like plus tax. That's cute. I lost my eye. There it is.
We're supposed to play with the BB gun.
I shot my eye out. These are coming out easy.
The one that I did, the Noah, most of those came out really easy.
I had to cut that O twice though. And I noticed that I
Yeah.
didn't do a good job. So I apologize for messing up your project.
That was fun. It was just a sample.
I'm the one, if you saw the mess up on there, I did it.
Well, and I didn't check multiple times if I should have made the outline go one way. Because, you know, sometimes, even though it looks symmetrical, one side isn't the same as the other.
Something I should have done is tape these still because they wiggled in my machine. But see how I was saying you could get two? I could also use that.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that neat? I love that font.
That's pretty cool.
For some reason, I can see this at Christmas time saying mingle. That IN's got me wanting to
that
say
would be cute,
mingle.
a mingle.
Like mingle or holly jolly or Christmas or merry. That's another thing. Because these are tall and thin, you could get a lot of word
Yeah.
on a page. Super cool. I love these. I can't spend too much time on each one because I got more to do. I got more to show you. So there's Vince done in that one.
Oh, Vinny boy.
I like that one a lot. This is a nice font. And I want to show y'all what all is in it, by the way, because I'm seeing some really cool pieces. Another thing I like, I'm going to show you right now. Here's something I love, okay? This exclamation point has its dot with it. Sometimes you have to find the little dot. I love that it's right there with it. That is so nice. There's some other tips and tricks in these guys that are really neat. So hang on. Stick with us today, especially if you've never been a die user. Stick with us. You get the exclamation point, the question mark, that number sign. That is an and then a plus sign. So you also get those. I'm reading what that says. All right. So Vinny, put this together. Who knows where I might use that? Let's just leave that right there. All right, let's look at another one. Let me show you one. This one is so good. You're going to love this. Okay. I promise you, you're fixing to love this. This set of dies. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. See this? There are 4 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's. See?
So you can Shannon.
You can Shannon. You
Well, there might not be 3 N's.
Let me see. There's 3 N's,
Oh, well,
Shannon.
there you go. You can Shannon. That's why I never cut my name. That's why I didn't know it.
S-H-A-N.
That is so cool. So you can do Mary.
Yeah. Here, see what the number. You can Shannon.
4 E's. 3 R's.
Oh, I kept a
So
K.
cool.
Why did I pull a K and not the other N?
2 H's. 3 S's.
Listen, if you're a die user, you know how important this is. These need to be on a magnet sheet. We're going to want to do that because it'll be a lot easier to find them that way.
Yeah.
All right, let's do. Oh, I did him in green. I'll do
Does
you
he
in green
make-
also.
Does he make magnet sheets that fit in here?
We
Have you had
can.
little ones.
If he don't, we can. Shannon. I don't know why I'm being so specific because I just want the letters. Here's what we're saying. So this means if you wanted to cut them out together and make, you know, let's do this for real.
For real?
I'm sorry, it's not green.
I don't care.
Let me get these guys up here. Look at this. You never get to do this, y'all. If you know, you know. You never get to do this.
Thank y'all.
You would normally, let's talk about how many times you would normally have to run this through.
I
Okay.
have to run
1, 2, 3, 4 can go through one time. No, 5 because 1 in. Then you'd have to run it through 2 more times for ends. And that's just her name. Some of you guys might have even more letters that are duplicate. Well, my S moved. It's not a big deal. We're not trying to do the name. I'm just wanting to cut them. These are, it's on the side of the letter right here.
5/8 inch.
These are the 5/8. These are perfect for card making, I think.
You could do May all at one time. M-A-Y.
Oh, that's awesome. Cute, cute, cute. All right, here's our A. These are real cute. Do we have a A2 card so I can show them this late on an A2? Because that's what I'd want to know. I'm trying to answer the questions I want to know. Y'all ask. If you're like, what does that look like on this? Or what does it look like on that? Let me know. Those are just dropping out. That's good. S-H-A-N.
Somebody said a while ago when they want theirs to come out, they just throw their dies.
You see me drop it? Sometimes it works. Sometimes it just depends on the die. We do it. Sometimes we throw them. When we just can't get it out, we just throw it across the room. So these are coming out. I'm not even having to take them out, which is awesome. Love that block style. Now look how quick I did that. See? That was quick. That was quick. All right. So what we got there, Shannon?
Piece of paper.
Are you cutting it?
No, we're folding.
Okay. So the cool thing too, when you buy this one, please, please, please don't throw this package away because it's really neat to be able to see what you've got over here. And the one that you have the most of, you have 4 A's, 4 E's, 4 I's, it's vowels, 4 O's. Come back, Shannon.
Right here.
Come back.
That kind of all went together, didn't it?
Come back. Shannon.
You know who else who has a birthday this week?
Didn't go anywhere. Who?
Your son.
Oh, I thought somebody on here said. I thought you were like going to tell me. Yeah. My second boy is reaching the 30s. And I don't mean in degrees. This is not how I would place this. I'm just doing this. I would do this on my ruler and then lay it down. Y'all know that trick, I'm sure. I just want y'all to see these 5/8 letters on an A2 card. And I wanted to go across this direction so you could see that you literally could do happy birthday, Shannon.
Hey.
That's so cool.
Mighty cool.
And that is an A2 card. Shannon folded it right there. Look how good that looks. I love that. Y'all want to see that big vents on an A2? I think that's a good way to, I would like to see that if somebody was doing a demo for me. Somebody was showing me this is what I would want to know. Because this is what I work with mostly. This is going to look great. Look at this right here. B-I. Oh, man. This is going to fit so well. If you have somebody who has a difficult name to find, this is so good. Like somebody's name's May May. You ain't finding that already done. Although, got to tell you something. We were at lunch Sunday, and the girls in front of me must call their grandmother May May because I heard May May like 27 times. And even Joe, every time I'd look up, and Joe looked at me one time, and I said, "They're not talking to me. I think that's their grandmother."
So at lunch Sunday, my aunt and her husband came up and went to Peach Park. They were doing something, and said, a girl or somebody was walking their dog, and the dog's name was May May. And she's like, I wanted to ask him, hey, you know May May?
Now, these have another cool feature, okay? You get this shape and this shape that turns into this shape. So you get 2 different dies or a third option with these, okay? So let me show you what these do. Let's pour them out. I just like pouring them out too. I'll show you the die. So you get the inside letter. You see the letter, that's an F. And you get that outside shadow that can be used together or separate, which is really cool. So I'm going to say that it's fun. So let's do the word fun. There's an N. There's a U. Let's do the word fun. All right, let's slide these back in real quick so I don't have a mess. Those bigger dies go in super easy. So, fun. And we'll do that in yellow. And I'm actually probably going to run these through twice because I want to show y'all some. Let's do it in green and then yellow. So let's do fun. This one's neat. I've been excited about cutting this one. Josh,
would you say it's your favorite one?
No, my favorite is that big one. the one that Shannon did the sample of. That's my favorite one because I could get a lot. I could do a lot with that. I can do a lot with any of these, but that one is my favorite. You asked me to pick a favorite, I picked a favorite. I don't like to pick favorites, only with children. My kids all say I have a favorite. I do not. Oh, you're the first one to say Josh.
Actually, it's Joe. I know Joe's your favorite.
Everybody says that.
He's the baby.
Everybody says it.
He's the baby.
He the baby.
And he's a cutie little reddy.
Little redhead. The little red-headed boy.
Joe's all our favorite. Nobody else just
Don't tell everybody else.
He knows it. He says it.
Joe does say he's the favorite. That does not mean it's true. Joe loves to say that.
You do know that all of your children say that Joe is the favorite, which tends to make it true.
No, it doesn't make it true. My children all are jealous of Joe. It doesn't have anything to do with me. That's what I want to
really?
say. They have an issue with Joe, not me. That's a Joe problem and my children problem. All my children are my favorite. How many times have I told you this? All of my children are my favorite. They are all so cool in their own different ways.
I was going to say, they each have their own thing.
They do. And I love being around them all because they're so different and so fun. Like I love that. Okay. And I say that all the time, even tell them I love their little different features.
Noah's my favorite.
Well, you get to do that. Shannon only has Noah, by the way, so she gets to do that. All right, check this out. Here's what we're getting from this. You get the plain F and the shadow F, and they can be used individually, which I think is really cool. Let me bring a piece over here so I can put them behind instead of my hand so you can really see that. So you can use that F or that one. See how cool that is? I love that. Now, the other thing that's really neat is, let's say you wanted to use this and you cut out fun. You then harvested these for the future, which I love. You don't have to have this. You don't have to, you could just open up your envelope and there's already some cut that you might want. Then I'm going to get this U out of here. Matter of fact, let's do this. I want to show you. I dropped that N. Did I lose my gray N? I know I dropped it, but I thought I caught it, but I didn't catch it.
Oh, that is cute.
Where did it go? Well, I lost it somewhere. Y'all may be looking at it, and I'm not. Here's the F. But anyway, so.
Is it in your die?
I don't know where here it is. Here it is. I did drop the die. Okay, so look, you can do this. You can do just the shadows, or obviously you can do the letters, but you can also do this. Pull one out and insert it. Look at that. That is elevated right there. I like that a lot. A lot. If you had a word or something you wanted to really pop off the page, this is the way to do it. Look at that. I love it. Yep. This is, I see scrapbookers wanting this a lot. I really do. I think this is so good for your titles and things like that. And mini albums, because do whole pages and then do all the wording or the titles to go with it. That's so good, you guys. So good. And I get to keep all of these for future projects. Let me show you something you might want to pick up. This is a project I was going to show you in a minute. But these are from Dress My Craft, and this is so good because I was just sitting here thinking, how could you store these? This little box, this outside opens, and then these come out. And these are little pinch pots. If you pinch the sides, they pop open. Or not these, do they? I guess you just open these. The little ones pinch. But look, if you wanted to save your letters, like maybe I had cut a bunch of gray ones, and I want to put the gray ones in, this is the kind of thing Shannon would love because it'd be all organized for her. And then you already got that. Yeah. Look, she did this with one of the other. This is our, the Dress My Craft, the tiny little letters. These are little. And you can see in here, she's got pre-cuts and stuff and the dies in there. This is a good place to do this too. Because look, I can save, maybe I want to save shadow letters in here. And I want to save the straight letters in here. And then maybe I want to save other ones that I cut in here. So this would be a really cool way of storing them. I love this very, very much. Great die set. Let's look at another one. This is the kind of thing I love this. If I'm trying to make a buying decision, and listen, these things are expensive. This is the thing about these. This is not something you buy to use on one card. You know what I'm saying? This is something you buy that you want to get the gas life out of. You want to empty the tank.
It's one of those things like you described as an evergreen product.
It's an evergreen product.
It's never going to go away. It's never going to go out of style.
Nope. It's never going to go out of style. It's going to be something I can use forever. And that's why I don't mind spending money on it. But I want to be able to make a good decision about it. All right, check this one out. This is the one. This one in particular is called Numeric Emporium. By the way, I'll go back and tell you all the names in a second. All right, let's just pull some letters out. This one is the one that has the little highlight to it. I want to do it. Let's just see what we get here. That's a plus sign. Let's just cut some letters. Okay. So I'm going to put these on. Let's put them on the yellow. There's a lot of noise happening in there.
I was going to say, somebody's having fun up front.
All right, let's bring these out. All right, let's poke them through. And I want to show you what these do. These have the built-in highlight. I'm going to give y'all a hack tip also. Don't go anywhere. I got a hack for you. So with the highlight in here, get this guy out. There we go. All right. That little secondary piece in there comes out. Get my hand on it. Like so. So when you put this on another color paper, the highlights show. Look at that cool little guy. Okay. Now here's my hack for you. Now this is too much work. Not everybody's going to want to do this, but this is a cool thing. Okay. You can take a marker, any color, and with this piece you had left over, this highlight piece, I need this one. You color it. Oh, that's an embossing marker. Let's get the black one. Here we go. You color this.
Now you're ready.
Color that side. I was going to use my pokey tool to hold it, but color this side. You could put these on your sticky mat too to hold them down, and you won't have to be fighting them. This. Now, you can also run this through again and cut it in a second page, a second color that way. I just didn't want to run it through. I wanted to do it kind of quick. Get over there, piece. There we go. And then which way does that one go? That way. So if you just want to cheat it, this is make a fuss kind of work. You don't have to do this. Just put this on a black piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't want to, you could do this number and then you could inlay these in. And you guys know, we did a lot of this inlay when we did our Dress My Craft class. And it's really beautiful and it's very unique. And this way you get 3 colors. And I mean, worst case, just color behind this a different color. But see how that lays in? And now you get even multiple colors. I love this. And you can cut this out, like I said, twice and just use the opposite. And then you get the 2 letters. So isn't that cool? To be honest, I'm not even using my glasses today. Somebody else, if it comes with a magnifying glass, I didn't even use my glasses for that. Ooh, yuck. I put them on though, and that's all ink on my surface. So that's pretty cool, right? I love that. I even like that. To me, this would be so pretty in orange and black at Halloween, or orange and purple and neon green. It would be pretty, wouldn't it? School. If you're doing graduation, that would be cool. All right, I'm going to move these aside, and we're going to look at the next one. Love these guys. These are really good. Really smart. Smart designs. Let me show you what you get in that one, just so you'll know. In this one, you get all the alphabet plus some images plus numbers, which is really cool. Because if you're doing like graduation, you want to put 2026, that would be cool too in this one with these numbers. All right, so there's that. We got one more to show you, right? That'll be the 6th one, or no, I'm missing another one. Yeah, one more. This is the 1 inch and the 7/8. Now these are the same. One's just bigger, one's just smaller. So you have 2 alphabets in here, okay? So what you might want to do is separate them. Let me just show you the difference in sizes. I'm going to try to find the same ones. You know what else is really cool? Let me show y'all this. This is something they do that I think is neat. On the back of here, there it says Sizzix and it says a product number. And this one says 665924. You can know which envelope it goes in, 665924. It's so good. They're really good at this. Ross. They're really good at it. All right, so let me find that little B. Ooh. Who's looking at it? The smaller B, the smaller one. You see it?
I thought I saw it, but I think that's an 8.
Oops. It's
Are they capital and lowercase?
7/8 and 1 inch.
Okay, well that's. Are you looking for a P or a B?
I
There's
am
the
right about that.
Ps.
This comes with 73 dies. So there's got to be
There's-
2 alphabets.
there's the
Okay,
two
here we go.
Ps.
Here we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, there's the P's. So this is the bigger one. There's a
Nice.
smaller one. Okay. Big B, little B. Remember Big B? Do y'all remember Big B?
Yes.
So there can show you the size. So you get all of that in one. I think that's great. And these are just simple cuts. They do this image, you get all of that. So if you're really looking to save some money and you want to get like a big and a little, like for example, if you wanted to do like, I would separate these so I'd know the difference. So if you want to do like a big P and then a little O. Why did I go with that letter? Here, there we go.
Take the B back and do boy.
B-O.
Why?
That's pretty cool to have that in your one set. It's pretty good, isn't it? Love that. This one is called Alphanumeric Theory. Sometimes the names make it hard for you to search them later, don't they? Sometimes they do. Yeah, I think I'd separate these and put them into 2 separate little pockets inside of this one. Or do the magnet sheets.
Well, it doesn't fit in the thing and it won't close.
You can cut that. I don't mind if you cut it.
Well,
You'll have to
took
do
all of
2,
it
wouldn't you?
in.
All right, so that is these dies explained. And which one are you picking today? Y'all tell me which ones you've picked. Which ones are going with you, or which ones are you putting on your wish list? Because I think they're pretty cool. I'm going to have these. I want to put these like in a container, just them. We should just do all our alphabet die, all our alpha dies, all in one container, shouldn't we? We have them separated by people now, but we should.
We're not redoing that.
Oh, we're not redoing that. We're gonna
We
put
can
them
separate
by
these,
Tim.
though, by alphabet.
We're not redoing that storage. I agree.
We're leaving all that storage.
But ain't
related.
broke.
Now, you can add a alphabet number one.
If it ain't broke. GMA says all of them. Which ones do we like? Which ones do we like? All of them. I know I'm the same way. The shadow die set. That's a good one.
I think
That's
they
a good
all have their place.
I like the tall thin one with the and oh, to add the script words. Also, if you already have like a cursive, oh my goodness, think about this. You do the tall thin and then use like a cursive in front of it. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. I love that. Cut them in half and oh my goodness, think about this, you guys. You take those tall thin ones, slice them in half and then separate them and put a word between them. That's a good idea too. That would be really cool. Like if you're doing the last name and then separate them and put Oh, there's a lot that can be done with those guys. A lot that we could do.
So much.
My wheels are turning. My wheels are turning. All right, you guys, we've got some new product to show y'all, but there's something I want to show you really quick that I did not do a good job of last week. I apologize. This was on me. I normally give you a sneak peek of our flash sale. I'm going to make excuses here and tell you that my life is crazy right now. I'm going to lean into that
it's
excuse.
A fair statement.
It
is a lot going on.
We are moving house. We are literally moving from one house to another. And we kind of were surprised this weekend. We didn't know we were going to start this weekend. And my son was like, I can start this weekend. And so we jumped in on that. And so Sunday night at like 7:00, we started moving, which is kind of crazy. But leading up to that, we've been getting ready for this. So things have been a little crazy and I missed this and I'm sad about it, because I know a lot of you would have jumped in on it. However, a lot of you did jump in on it and we don't have a lot left. But because there are some left, I can show you today and you can jump in on the last few that are available. I don't know how much this is. I did not get that information. Tamitha, the flash sale link. This was Sylvia's pick, you guys. Have y'all seen this? This is the Nuvo, the stamp cleaner from Nuvo. We can't get this again. Our distributor has discontinued this. So this is the last ones we're going to have. And I thought, let's get all we can get so everybody can grab them because they're amazing. So this opens up. Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? I've been using my scrubber. I'll just show y'all because I can put this back in. Okay. This is how this works. This opens up and it's that same material as the scrubber, but look how big it is and look how nice and flat it lays. Love this guy. It's got feet, so it sticks to my glass mat. And when you want to clean your stamps, you just leave them on here. You spray your stamp cleaner and you just do this. And if you're good like this, okay, you can spray this side and scrub and dry on this side. I've never been good like that. I just open this up and use it, and then I use my cloth to dry. But if you remember, this side is clean and this side is dry, you can do that, okay? This is the same material, just a bigger version of it. And like I said, I can't get any more of these, so this will be the last time you see it on our site. This closes with a magnet, and it is washable and reusable. This was my favorite for a very long time. And then, if you remember, we had this on back order for more than a year. Do you remember that?
We do. So
it explains to me now why, because apparently they were getting rid of it. They were discontinuing it. So it's a deal for you. How much is it? $15.99. Do we know what the regular price is? $15.99. That's a good deal. So we sold a lot of them on the flash sale. If you're not familiar with flash sales, on Fridays, every time we can get these deals for you guys, we are offering you a flash sale. I think they start at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and you can get something at a really good deal. And this month we've been doing employee picks or staff picks, and this one was Sylvia's pick. Is Jasmine's next? I'm not sure whose is next. It should be Jazz, because Amber's already done hers too. Regular $21.99, and the last few I have left you can get for $15.99. And I mean, there's a few, so grab those while we got them. Okay, one of the other products is this one I just showed you. This is one of the things I was going to open for you today and show you, but now I have put it into service. You're not sad about that? This guy is great. If you don't have these, this is not on special sale. This is just Dress My Craft, and it's back in stock. Love this guy. So good. And you don't have to keep this together. You can separate it. Also, do you guys remember last week I showed you this? This you can purchase like this, filled with all the goodies. Okay. You guys said, did they sell those without the goodies? Look.
Voila.
It's not exactly the same. It's a little bit different. Let me show you, but it's very similar. Let me pop this out of here. This one's going to be mine because I'm going to ruin this packaging, but I need it anyway. It's fine. This one opens like this, okay? It has divided sections, and my favorite part is over here. It has these embossed sections so that all the sections sink in and things don't migrate into other areas, okay? So like if these weren't in these little containers, they might migrate across the top. This doesn't allow that to happen, and it double locks down on the side. This is so if you want to hang it in your craft room. This is huge. I use hanging storage a lot, especially when my craft room was at home and I had my little closet. Remember that?
Yeah.
I use hanging storage. I had thumbtacks on the wall and they were full of stuff. Now, the other thing I like is this. If you're not going to hang it, you don't have to break this off or anything like that. What they did, this is so smart. This pops back in and it's protected so you can use it later or not use it. So I love that too. It's not wasted. So if you want this, it is available now. It is called the 9-slot storage box. Remember, it doesn't have the pinch pots in it. It has those little dividers to keep things from running into each other. Smart hanging, it says. Pretty cool. That one's mine. We also got from Dress My Craft the slot punch. Have y'all seen these used? Have y'all seen these used? This is used to like hold photos. I don't want to open this because I have so many of these. But what happens is you punch this guy and he leaves those 2 slots right there. Not this perforated corner. This corner is what you slide in. It's like a corner punch, and then it leaves those little holes, and then you can slide a photo in. So like if you're making a scrapbook page and you want to punch the corners of like your mat, and then you can tuck your photo in and it looks like it's locked down with those little corners. It's really, really cool. So this is a restock and available. And there's other options of that. If you don't want the slot, we have other options online. Uh-oh, new paper. Uh-oh, new paper.
Did your Bible study go up this week?
Did you hear that part I said about my son said I can do this Sunday? Get ready.
I did hear that part.
Do you remember when we heard that? It was Friday.
I do.
You remember how we were prepping? This girl had her hair up and was working, is what she was doing. By the way, because of that, we spent 2 nights in our new house already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, you know, when you have kids. And
Sunday night we slept in a chair, but we were there.
It was awful. When you have kids that go, I can be ready Sunday, and you know you got to go on their time frame and you're at their mercy, you do it. So things have been dropped to make that happen. But as of today, there's like, I need my pots and pans, which my stove hasn't been hooked up, so it's not been a big deal. Also, y'all think this is funny. I walked in the kitchen last night. My son was in there. Thomas is who was doing all this. Thomas was in there, and he said, I can't hook your stove up. And I'm like, why? And he said, I bought the wrong plug. He's got to change the plug out for it. And I was like, you mean I can't cook till you get that done? And he was like, no, I'm sorry. I was like, man, I cannot believe I cannot cook till you get that done. So my pots and pans are at the other house, and we need to clean out our pantry. We need to get that done. And then maybe a few more clothes. What we're trying to do, because we have our current house and we're downsizing, right, is we're trying not to take anything we don't want to keep to the new house. The stuff we're downsizing, we want to leave at the old house. And so we have to go through and we're in that weird time where this morning it was 30 and today it's 80, you know, in the middle of the day it's 80. So we need both summer and winter right now. Y'all,
Sorry.
There ain't been no sleep. There's been no sleep. Not only did we sleep in a chair the first night, it was in a new place. I was telling the girls at lunch, it feels like an Airbnb. Like you're at somebody else's house and you.
Yeah, it was almost, this is going to sound weird, but it's almost like you just can't quite get comfortable.
Because it's like,
It's
I don't
different.
know this place. It's our furniture. In the night last night, I had to remind myself, this is your bed. This is not unusual. But it was so quiet in this house. And the girls are not with us. The girls are staying with Joe. You're going to hear all this in a vlog. I should stop. You're going to hear all this in a vlog. But, so that's where we've been, is moving. Exciting. All right, new paper. What do you type in to get it? You don't have to type anything in. Whenever I post them, they come on my main channel. I don't know if we're going to do an estate sale. We're not exactly sure how we're going to do that because, you know, we have a lot of kids and we've asked them to come get everything they want, number one. And then Vince has some friends who said, do not do anything until we come and look. And so we have that. And then I have a friend that has an antique store or, you know, rustic relics. And so she's selling a lot of stuff for me. Like, for those of you who knew, I did Silvercrest. I collected Fenton Silvercrest, and I have collected it, and it has been collecting dust. It's beautiful, but it collects dust. So what I decided to do, Taylor had her baby shower, and she went into my kitchen and picked what she wanted to use at the baby shower, like the Silvercrest. We packed it up, we took it to the church, and we used it. When we came back, I said, don't open that box. We're leaving all that Silvercrest right there. It will move with me. The other that wasn't gifts, I'm selling because Taylor picked all the servings. Like she picked the stuff we would want to use for parties and stuff like that. The rest is just like little vases, little baskets, little things like that. So with the exception of the pieces my mother gave me and the pieces that Taylor picked, and I have some friend gifts and some things that have been sent to me, those things will stay, but the rest I'm selling. So that we're kind of doing it that way. And then we may have an estate sale. At some point, we probably will end up wanting to do that with what's left. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see. Hold on. I missed that. It jumped. Joe says my stuff could be unplugged forever. I know. I agree. Vince said, can we not go get any more stuff just until the weekend? And I was like, I want to go get my pots and pans. And he's like, you don't have a stove. And I said, we have an air fryer. We have a microwave. And I went, oh yeah, none of that goes in there. I was thinking it as I said it, but we have all of this. That's a good question, Deb, and I'm going to answer this for you. We don't have to move the stove. The problem is I just upgraded my kitchen appliances like in the last 2-3 years, and I really love them. And we were going to just get new appliances because there were appliances in this house, but they were really, really that's not true. I don't want to say that. The dishwasher was really, really old. The others were fine, but I wanted stainless and they were white. So the dishwasher got retired. It didn't owe anybody anything. It was 30 years old. But we decided to move my appliances rather than buy them again. And then when we get ready to sell the other house, we're either going to buy a set to go in there or do an allowance to the new owners, because I love these. When I moved into my current house, it had construction grade appliances, like what they put in. Like I didn't pick them, just what came with the house. And buying my own appliances let me realize how picky I am about some things. So that's what we did. We took mine with me. Normally we don't do that either. So I don't want to confuse you with that. I am lucky to have that son. And it wasn't just Thomas. It was also Joseph and a friend of theirs. Tim was looking forward to Meme boutique bags. They're not going to fit you. That's not good. You have to tell me if they will or not. Okay. It's so difficult not to be in your own bed.
Maggie has not come to the new house yet. We're trying to get a little bit more settled because Joe is staying at the old house currently until he can get his stuff moved. The dogs are just staying there.
Deb, that's not tacky. That's a question I would ask. We offered the house. Well, first off, the house is too big for. This will sound weird. The only child I think that we have that could fit that house would be Jared and Sam. They're the ones who want a big family like that. I don't think the other kids are going to have that big of a family.
Well, and also though, Josh and Thomas just bought houses.
They just bought houses. They already
the interest rate was.
They
nothing.
got really good. They got better deals on their houses than we did on this one we just got. So they just bought houses. Thomas is literally in the throes of redoing his house. His kitchen is incredible. He just redid it. And Joseph is not looking to stay in this area. So if we could have done that, we would have done it. And I don't think that's tacky at all. I think that's a fair question. Jared and Sam might, even they were like, even if we did, we wouldn't want the stairs. We've all learned our lesson because we lived in it so long. Let's see. You answered the Maggie question. Where are we at? I think we're on our third dishwasher in 25 years. Really? Wow. Okay, let me show you some new paper. Isn't that crazy, Tammy? I've seen that too. And my friend Missy, her dishwasher went out and the person came to fix it, and the part would cost almost, not the whole amount of a dishwasher, but it would cost almost too much to make it make sense to fix it. She said something about it's the year it was built. It was built in a year where they say that they just have those issues. The maintenance man told her, he said, I changed 20 of this part a week. He's like, so I can change it, but I'll probably be back. And she's like, I may just get a new dishwasher. She actually tried to get Thomas to put mine in her car. Just put that in my car. Look at this paper pack. Y'all can't miss this. This is adorable. Look at this. This is called Craft Room. Look how stinking cute this is. Those are hot glue guns. Are you kidding me? There's cameras. Oh, look with the brushes already. Oh my goodness, this is cute. There's something about these colors that I've never really been this color. Look at this. Look at that washi with that solid. You didn't say nothing.
I just give up on you on solids. It's just pointless.
Beautiful dreamer. I'm a maker. How cool is that? Creative soul. That's it. Crafting out stories. Oh, I love that. Crafting out stories. That is so cute. All right, here's the ephemera for it. What does that say right there? Oh, needle crafts. Okay, we got to get into the big pack so we can see. Look at this. Oh, crop. Snap, scrap, repeat. Creative life. Look at the ATG. And then the little albums. Oh my goodness, this is good. This is so good. Make something beautiful. I love this. I love this even not just for crafting, just for like that camera. Those little albums are super cute. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That little embroidery hoop. Hang on. Look at this right here. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. That's the coordinating paper, obviously. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This is precious. Oh, what is that little guy? That is a corner rounder punch. Scissors. Oh my goodness, look. This is precious. Craft Girl Magic. If I can dream it, I can make it. Needle crafts for those who need an excuse to stab something thousands of times, Shannon. Did you hear that? It says needle crafts for those who need an excuse to stab something thousands of times. Everything is better when it's handmade. Live a colorful life. Oh, so crafty. I love that it's not just paper. Scrap it over here. The snap, scrap, repeat. Craft for keeps. This is cute. I love that it's all of the crafts. Oh, I didn't show you the back page. Little hearts. Look at the hot glue guns. I want that many hot glue guns in all those colors. Look at this. This is so precious. This is even good if you have someone in your life that's a photographer. It's in the details. Make time to make something. Made with heart. Capture, craft, cherish. Crafting our stories. Color outside the lines. Create daily. What's a world without art? I love this. That's a bead bracelet. Made to be creative. I love that. These are real cute. Look at that. Those look like paper clips. Look at this stripe. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, are those? Oh, they're flowers, but they kind of like butterflies too, but they're flowers. Oops. Look at the ink. You never find ink. It's hard to find it because it never looks good, but that looks really good. You never can make it look like an ink pad. It's just like a rectangle, but I like what they did. Look how cute this is. Look at that plaid. Love it. Washi tape. The dots on the back. The flowers are pretty. That's pretty. The leaves. Hello, creativity. Life is better when it's colorful. If it's not in the scrapbook, did it even happen? I love that. Not too shabby. Get it? Cannot. Not too shabby. Create without rules. Created with heart. That's so cute. Oh, look at the pins. Shannon will like this page. Bunch of pins. This is the same we read a while ago in the little one. That's so precious. Look at the pink. Let's see the stickers. I'm excited about these. Look at these. These are cute. I love the brushes. The sewing machine, the scrapbook, the little stamp right there, cameras on the little box, the scissors, the yarn. Oh my goodness. I haven't even shown y'all my yarn work, have I? Have I even shown y'all my crochet? I don't think I have shown them. Can you think of a time when I did? Have I shown them my crochet? I don't think I have.
I don't think you have.
And then this is the coordinating paper. This is so cute. Love these colors. This right here, I'd get this even without the other pack. These colors are perfect for spring and summer. I love these. Love, love. All right, that's one, but we've got more. There's one more that I'm going to show you tonight. And Thursday night, we have more paper. Okay. So stick around. I saved some for Thursday night because I didn't want y'all to be all out of paper by then. So close this guy up. Yeah, they are so cute. So, Mama, is your new She Shed studio going to have space for an embroidery machine? Maybe. It'll have space for a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do an embroidery machine. I'm still on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. And I'm mostly on the fence about it because expense and time. Like, I've already decided about me that I'm not a quilt maker. I'm more of a small project person. And I knew that about me. So I'm already kind of leaning away from like full-on quilts, only because I had to make some to see that it takes so long for me. I don't like a project that takes so long, which is crazy because I'm loving crochet and it takes forever. And do you say crochet? I bet people who aren't in the South don't say it like that. How do you think they say it? Just crochet. And I say crochet. That's Southern right there.
Well, you don't say cratchit?
I don't know. Crotchet, remember?
Crotchet, sorry.
There was a short that Shannon showed me one time where this girl wanted to learn how to crotchet. She didn't know how to say crochet. She was saying crotcheting. But I don't know that I want to do the embroidery work. I don't know if it's for me. We'll see. We'll let that develop over time. You get excited when you see people doing stuff and then you're like, yeah, but do I have time for it? Who knows? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Mouse and me. Now, I'm going to show you something that I think is so cool about this. It's the colors, okay? This is the pack, but look at the colors that are in this. Look at that color mixed in. The gold, the black, and then look at this pack. I want this pack just because it's so May. That's what Shannon said. She said, oh, look how May this is. Look at the dots in the blue. If y'all don't know, I use teal as one of my colors. It's more teal than this, but that's very me, and I love it. And you get two sizes of dots. See how that works? Large dot, small dot, large dot, like that. Love this pack. This pack goes so well with this one. Look at those colors. So pretty. I mean, it's made to go together. Then, and Amber does such a good job on this. Amber does such a good job on this. She got you the ephemera. Okay, here's all your ephemera. She also got you both of the chipboard pieces. These are chipboard words and phrases. She knows how much you guys love the Mickey and the Disney stuff. And then this is the chipboard accents. So these are going to be like the little pieces you add to the page just to make them pop. So many of those. And of course, we have the 6x6 available. Now, let me show you this. Yeah, this is Steamboat Willie. And I know the difference. I just didn't say it. I just peeled that adhesive right off of this thing. No, I didn't. I mean, I'll say this. He looks more Mickey than Steamboat, doesn't he? Like, to me, I guess because he's not in black and white. And you typically see Steamboat Willie done in black and white. All right, let's flip. Look at this. Look how cute this is. He's in a bucket. He's in a bucket. Oh, this is so cute. I love the red and white and the black. All our adventures and dreams can come true if we have courage to pursue them. You got a friend in me. See that one? You are my happy place.
No, was that a copyright strike?
No, because I don't see it good enough for them to do that. It's a good day to be happy together. Always believe something wonderful is about to happen. These are cute. Adventures with friends create the best magical moments. Let's have a grand time. Look at this. So cute. I love the black and white. More Mickey. I also love this. I love how this little tiny rat tail is cute on him. But if I saw that in real life, lose it. Done. Like you're somewhere and you just see that little tail go away from you, you're done. I'm done. Done. Y'all remind me to tell y'all the frog story because you'll think it's funny. Look at the stripes. Yeah, that little tail is cute on him, doesn't it? Not if you see it in real life. Hello, with his little hat off. Magical moments. When you're curious, you find lots of interesting things to do. Always wish upon a star. These are the days. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever. You are full of magic. Smiles from ear to ear. It's a very happy day when I spend it with you. That's really cute. That smiles from ear to ear. Some of this is like classic Disney and I don't even know it. I just never leaned into this. Now, you turn on some of those shows I watched as a kid and I know everything about them, but I just never was a Disney girl. I don't know why. I don't know. And my granddaughters, it drives them insane. They'll go, grams. You should know this. I just don't. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. BJ's dog brought a mouse in last week. They ain't cute when they're in person, are they? They cute on here. Y'all, the page on the back of this has already got me. Look at this page. I love this. Ooh, look at the, ooh, that's crazy on camera. Look on camera. I got to pull it away. That's crazy, isn't it? Now that looks like Steamboat. There he is. Look how cute. I just wasn't raised on it. Like some people are. I went there one time when I was 7 and my mother said that I didn't enjoy a thing about it because I was never a kid. She said, that's not true. She didn't say I didn't enjoy a thing. She said, I only enjoyed the Hall of Presidents, which made sense because I was kind of a nerd. That was my thing. Look at this. They're so cute. Now I'll tell you something. Scrapbooks made with this, they're always the cutest because you're just smiling. Anytime you see people in the pictures, they're smiling from ear to ear. They're having a good time. And these colors just pop. So I love seeing scrapbooks made from Disney stuff. Ooh, wow. Look at all those stickers. That's a lot of stickers, you guys. Look at how much they squeezed them on. You get a lot in this pack. That's pretty cool. Wow.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of stickers on here.
Stickers.
A lot of words. They know who they're making for. They're making it for scrapbookers, aren't they? It makes sense. All right. So there is Mouse and Me. Mouse and Me. That is our new product to show you today. You're a Winnie the Pooh fan. I grew up watching Sesame Street. I watched Electric Company. I watched Romper Room. Like, I guess I was more of a PBS kid, I guess. I don't know why. Well, probably because our TV would pick it up. You know, the dial. I remember I was good at getting that dial where it had to go. So that's probably why I was into that, huh?
Could be.
I don't know. That's what it was. Let me tell a frog story. Because this happened to me. And Vince thought it was fun. I know you thought it was funny, but you were trying to be cool because you were tired and you wanted me to do it. So in order to bring something into the house, Thomas had to turn the main water off because he couldn't find the right water line and we didn't want to flood the house. So he went outside, he turned the main water off, came back in and worked. And when it was time to leave, he forgot to turn it back on. I went in the house getting ready for bed, turned on the water, no water. And I went, oh no, we don't have any water. It was late. It was like almost midnight. Like, we've got to have water. So I called Thomas and I'm like, Thomas, you forgot to turn the water back on. He's like, listen, you can do this. He's like, you're going to go out there. I've already got the meter cover off. You're going to go out there. You're going to turn the dial. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm like, okay. And Vince is like, I could do it. But let me tell you something. At this point, the fact that Vince was standing up straight was a miracle. Getting him to bend down on the ground and put his arm 1.5 feet underneath the ground was not happening. I mean, I wouldn't have got you off the ground.
I would have had to get on all fours.
There's no way this would have happened. So I'm like, it's me. I got to do this. So I got out there and I'm about to put my hand into this thing. And on the little meter is this little frog. And this frog is not just sitting there minding his business. He's literally facing where my hand has to go, facing me. And I know at this point that Vince is like, this is not going to happen if I make a thing out of this. I've got to be calm about this. And he's like, I just need this water back on. She's got to stick her hand in there. So I go, Thomas, there's a frog. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you to do about the frog. He's like, I'm just telling you how to turn the water back on. The frog is there. So I go, I got to think about this frog for a second. I'm like, okay, I know what to do. So I go around the frog was facing me. So I go around the side where the frog is not facing me. Because if you know a frog, they don't jump backwards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I go behind this frog and I take the little tool I have in my hand and I just put it in so the shadow goes over him. I'm like, please don't make me have to touch you. I do not want to have to touch you. That shadow crossed him and he jumped, but he jumped into the abyss of the dark of that water meter hole.
I mean, y'all, it's midnight. Okay, it's not daylight in any shape, form,
and you're
or fashion.
using an iPhone flashlight for me to see in it.
iPhone flashlight.
And that frog is now in the pitch black bottom of that meter thing. And this is what I said to myself. If you came out here and did not know that frog was out there, you'd stick your hand down there like it was nothing. Pretend the frog's not in there. Pretend you don't know it's in there. And I went, I got to make this happen. So I took that wrench and I stuck it down there and I turned the thing and I lifted it back up and I went, I did it. And the frog did not jump on me.
No, it was a toad frog. This was a young toad frog. It was not a green garden frog or whatever they call those. Those things can jump about 40 feet.
He didn't go far at all.
He didn't.
I thought he'd jump out. I thought he would jump out and go away. My plan did not work. He did jump, but into the darkness of the hole. And then I had to stick my hand down there. But I did it. And I was so proud of myself. And then we got back inside. And what was the second thing that happened? We got back inside and I thought we had it all fixed. And then something else happened. The kitchen sink. After turning on the water, I went to the kitchen sink to test it. Thomas said, go in there and test it. And it wouldn't come on. And he had also turned off that, because he turned that off thinking it would turn off what he was trying to turn off, and it didn't. And he forgot to turn that back on. So then we're FaceTiming under the cabinet at midnight. But we're all good now. We're all good. But it was so funny. You don't stick your hand in things. I'm going to tell you something. If Vince could have gotten on the ground, if I was not the only option, somebody else would have had to do that. But I was the only option. He wasn't big.
No, I mean, he was
okay.
Maybe
he was not big. I'll tell you.
Not a big frog, but I mean, it was a toad frog. It was not a green frog.
But I'm going to ask you this because I have not asked you before. And I'm going to ask you live on camera. Did you say this ain't happening?
I did say that 100%. I was like, well, we ain't got no water.
I did not.
And look, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd have walked right back in the house
and gone to bed. Honestly,
there was not any chance.
Hey, we had bottled water
to the bottom of that hole.
We had bottled water for teeth brushing and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I literally would have had to got down on all fours, bending over at that point, and not just the ground level, but a foot below ground level was not in the cards.
It's just funny because now that I think about it, you were so just quietly holding that flashlight. Almost like if I say something, it makes it worse. If I don't say something, it makes if you said to me, it's just a frog, stick your hand in there.
Oh yeah, that would have been over. It'd been a fight.
It'd have been like,
we were both tired.
Just calm down.
It would have just been simmer down now. Yeah.
But you were so
thing,
quiet.
Just calm down. That worked so effectively.
Lori, I never even thought about that. She said she'd have been more afraid there was a snake in there I couldn't see. I never even thought about that.
Well, thankfully we didn't have that thought.
I know now. I know now. Anyway, it was funny. And I know Vince was thinking, this isn't happening. Let's just go inside. But I conquered it.
You did. I was so proud.
I conquered it. I'm pretty sure I had to put my hand in twice because I'm pretty sure I didn't turn it all the way the first time. And Thomas said, you got to turn till it stops.
Well, and you know, she was talking to Thomas on the phone, and I was like, that's the knob you got to turn right there. Which way do I turn it? You just have to turn it where it's back square on the pipe. It's across the pipe right now, which means it's closed. Turn it the other way, it means it's flowing.
And I'm going, Thomas, I was so freaked out about the frog. Thomas, what do I do? What do I do? And Vince is going, you just, there, it's that knob. You just turn that off. And Thomas going, do you see a gray knob? Yes.
Just, it's across there it's on the pipe. Just turn it this way where it runs along the pipe.
Oh my goodness. It was so funny. Thank you for being proud of me. I was freaking out. But I know now that Vince was like, we could just go inside. She's not going to stick her hand in there. But I did it.
Hey. Well, Barb, don't think that didn't cross our minds. If Thomas was not halfway back to Thorsby by the time we got him on the phone.
Let me tell you what happened though, because I felt for him. I called him and I said, Thomas, you didn't turn the main water back on. And I heard in his voice, he went, and I even put a thing out there to remind me. And I went, what? He said, and I could hear in his voice, I got to turn this car around. He was so tired and he had worked so hard. And I went, just tell me what to do. Like, I'm not making you come back. But I heard it in his little voice. And I even put a thing out there.
Moments, y'all. It's one of those moments where she goes, my husband know how I do this. I got to call Tom.
No.
Just turn that off.
No.
Just turn that knob.
That is not what I did. What I did was Thomas had turned it off. I needed to know what he did to do the opposite of. That's what it was. And honestly, because of the frog, I think I left my body for a minute. I think my brain left. And I was just like, what do I do now? The frog. I was in trauma mode. So Courage isn't not being afraid. It's being afraid and doing what you're afraid of anyway. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I did. I'll just tell you something. Sometimes you just got to do stuff.
What?
Sometimes you got to, oh, the frog lived. I never even saw the frog again. Like the frog jumped into the dark and I was like, thank you for going away. But you could have jumped out.
Oh, yeah. There was no way we were asking him to come back. I mean, y'all, it's midnight. I'm telling you, it's midnight. And he'd already left the house and we were just like, oh, no.
The problem is, here's the thing about having sons. My sons will do anything I ask them to do at any point in time, anytime. But I try so hard not to ask them because it's like I have to sometimes, you know.
There are sometimes our physical limitations,
We have
mine
to.
primarily, but our physical limitations require us ask for help.
Yeah. So
And most of the time
hate
they
to.
know when that's the case and they come to help.
Or sometimes they show up and go, hand me that. Like,
Yeah, they're like, Dad, you are not walking up on that ladder.
yeah, but you
Or-
do it too to your dad.
You know,
The other thing,
and they get mad at Thomas, especially gets mad when I try to pick up something. He's like, don't pick that up. Let me do it. If you try to pick that up, your back's going to be out for a month.
yeah.
You know,
They
look
try.
out for me.
But we just don't, y'all know what it's like if you have kids and they have their own lives. Now, Joe, he's free reign. Joe's free reign. He lives in my house. He's right there. He goes to work and comes home. Joe's free reign. Joe is that kid. I don't know if y'all have seen these TikToks and these shorts and stuff. The kid that won't come out of their room at night because they're afraid mom will give them a side quest. Joe's that guy. He opens the door. I'm like, hey, Joe, every time I have something for him to do. But and I told him that this week. I said, listen, you don't get the option. You have to help. You live here. Like, you don't get the option. Thomas, we're doing this on Thomas's time frame, right? So, and they don't complain. That's one thing about Joe and Tom. They don't complain. Now, I know when they've had it. Who fussed at me, though, and said, oh, you weren't in the room. This was hilarious. Joseph was upset. He was not upset for real. He was tired, blah, blah, blah. And Thomas was telling him to do something. And every time Thomas would tell him, Joe wouldn't compute. You know that thing he does? And finally I just said, Joseph. And I said, blah, blah. And Joseph spouted back. And then he went, that was to Thomas, by the way.
That's kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. He
Mom.
said, that was not to you. That was to Thomas, by the way. And I said, Joseph, I know who that was to. Just get it done. It's so funny. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, there is a water key, but the water key was at the old house, not at the new house. So we had to do it by hand with a pair of pliers. So,
What you got to know is we all were like, we just went, it's midnight. What do we do? Do we drive home and get a water key? It's fine. We got it done.
yeah. And y'all got to understand something. We are past toast. I mean, we are done, burnt in the oven, done,
Lori,
but we're trying.
you sound like me. So Vinny and I were like, we try to do stuff we can, and we do accomplish stuff. I don't want y'all to think we don't. We do accomplish stuff. We actually have done some really good stuff. You'll see in the vlog. We've done some stuff, right? But we bought the push button locks. I have this thing. It's just me. I have this thing. I want my kids to be able to get in my house at any time of the day. Like, I don't want them to have to find a key or have to keep a key. I just want them to be able to show up and come in. So I make sure I have a keypad lock at the front door, the back door, wherever they can come in. And Vince and I bought them, and I was at the house putting them in. And Thomas was there not working for me. He was there doing something else that day. I mean, working for me, but not at that moment. And I'm out there trying to code that lock, and I cannot do it. And I am bound and determined I'm not asking Thomas. I'm using ChatGPT. I'm using Google. I'm watching videos. I'm doing all this, and I'm bound and determined I'm not asking him. So he comes out there, and I'm talking to Vince, and he sees the frustration, and he goes, hand me those instructions. And I go, Thomas, he goes, hand them to me. He takes the instructions from me. He goes, what code do you want? I told him the code, blah, blah, blah. He comes back to me later, and he goes, the doors are done. And I said, was it terrible? He said, no, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't hard at all. He goes, but I fixed it. And I said, what was I doing? And he said, all that time you're trying to put a passcode in, you were changing the main code. So you were literally
code.
changing the master code. I was like, oh my goodness. So I said to him, did you put my codes in? Because we have multiple codes. I said, did you put my codes in? And he said, not only did I put your codes in, I put in an extra one for me so that when you mess the whole thing up, I can fix it.
Tom's a pretty smart kid.
He's a smart kid and he takes care of us. It's so funny. So funny. Okay, we need to go because at 5:15, so in 2 hours, I have cricket class starting. So I'm gonna take a little bit of break and get ready for cricket class. As always, Vince is gonna pray for us as we leave today. Thank y'all so much for being here, and thank y'all yeah, he knows me. Thank y'all so much for letting us tell you our fun little stories. And you will have a vlog coming. You might have one this week sometime. I have a little bit more.
And we could have some big news this week too. The spray insulation went into the May studio today. So they're coming back to paint one day this week to finish that studio.
He's not going to get to the walls real quick. I'm not going to rush that.
And then
he's tired.
Well, I got to have the money to get to that too.
He's tired too. But we're taking y'all through. If you don't know, we're putting up vlogs, taking you through our house and doing the downsides and doing the moving and all that. And we'll be bringing you that. You might, like I said, you may have a video this week. There's been a lot going on at the house and I've been trying to film it, but I forget to film. So you're getting to see it, but sometimes you're not seeing the process. You're seeing the after part, and that's fine too, because you can see what we're doing. So be looking for that coming out. And once we get settled, won't it be nice to be settled? We won't be settled for a while, but won't it be nice? It'll be nice. All right, Minnie.
If anybody's looking to move to Clinton, there's a nice 4-bedroom, 2-story house that's for sale. And
he's not right because it's not for sale yet. So just wait. Don't. He's not right. He's not right. It's not ready to sell.
It's not ready to sell.
He's just being
But
funny.
if I had a buyer, it would be close.
Laura, you don't get notes until after the classes are over. She's asking about cricket.
We didn't vlog the frog. It was midnight. We were dead. No phones to film that.
I missed that. That would have been a good one.
It would have been.
You never know what to film that kind of stuff though. If you're taking cricket class, that question was about the notes that come with cricket. I always send you your notes after the fact, so you'll get them after. We'll talk about that tonight. All right, 5:15. Okay, we will see you guys if you're in the cricket class. Then, if you missed out on the cricket class, I'm so sorry. You need to be watching for the next one. We'll be announcing another one soon. That because we always end the sales of it. We're halfway through it now, so you don't want to jump in right now. You'll want to wait till the next one, and we'll get you in on that one. Okay. All right, you guys. That's it. We're gonna let Vinny pray, and then we're gonna head out of here.
All right, let's pray, guys. Hey, God, thank you for today. I thank you for all your blessings. I thank you, God, that in spite of us, you take care of us, you love us, you provide for us, you protect us, you comfort us, you heal us. God, there's not anything that I need that you can't do. You are all powerful, almighty God. Lord, I pray today that if there's somebody watching that needs something, that they would have the courage to ask you for it. God, I know how much you want to bless your children. God, so I just pray that we would not struggle and fight and do whatever we can to make something happen. God, we would ask you to bless us. Now, God, I'm not saying that, I'm going to ask for $1 million and you're going to give it to me. I'm just saying, God, that you're able to supply all of my needs, no matter what they are. And I trust you for that. I pray, God, today that you would just be with those watching, that you would just let them know how much they're loved and appreciated by us. And Lord, by you, how much you love them. You gave your son, Jesus, to die on the cross for them. And we just thank you for that. I ask, God, your blessings as we go to do our own things. And as we get ready for the cricket class tonight, I pray your blessings there as well. And I thank you again for all you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here. Until next time, bye now.